messing with the camera controls for a few seconds. I think that's fine. All right, hey everyone, getting all set up here. I'm putting out my obligatory social media posts about being live. All the usual stuff, as you know. Get all posts made. Go. All right, here we go. It is time for NXT. Yeah, we are doing another NXT watch along. Fire. Wait. I'm reading through some stuff. Apparently, so imagine we get Josh Alexander. I mean, all he goes now NXT training. It's very possible. Um, apparently, Motor City Machine Guns might be signing with WWE. Just watching WrestleMania season 3 made it the rematch in just one sitting for us. All right then. Motor City Machine Guns have apparently been in talks with WWE as of late. What the hell? I just opened Twitter and saw MCMG was trending, so I had to see what was going on. He HBK might. I could also see them going straight to main. Could see them straight to Raw or SmackDown. Ray and I had a conversation about it earlier. But yeah, when I saw them trending, I was like, wait, did it officially happen? Also, in case anyone was curious, like, Xander, have you just been wearing the same shirt for 24 hours? No. So let me explain. I have like 4 shirts that I wear before I go to bed, and this is one of them. I wear this at night in the house, and that is it. So, and 2 days is the most I will wear a night shirt, and then I swap it out for a new one. So, just before anyone's like, ew, Xander's been wearing the same clothes for the last 24 hours. No, I have not. I'm wearing different clothes from yesterday. You'll just see that sometimes I wear this, or the Mario Kart, or the Muppets, or the TMNT shirt 2 days in a row. Because I change clothes between going to bed and going to work, obviously. So yeah, there's that little explanation before anyone thinks I've just decided to wear the same clothes 2 days in a row. Because if so, Motor City versus GOD on ZRC NXT. I can't confirm or deny anything there. Are we going to get a recap or a little tease of the fact that Joe Hendry was the last thing we saw on NXT? Yep. That is the new face of NXT. Hey, Sage King. Sage King? All right, we're kicking off with Ethan Page. I think it might be happening, folks. And he's got a personal set of security with him. All right, I'm calling it here. He's going to talk about how he's the new face of NXT and he saw what everyone else saw, but he's not going to do. He's not going to give the man whose face ruined his moment the respect of saying his name. Do I see Joe Hendry going to full WWE after his time as TNA is done? According to what I've gathered, Fightful's WWE sources straight up said we'd be stupid not to. When they were asked, "Are do you guys want to sign Hendry when he's done with WWE or when he's done with TNA?" God, it really did only take 6 weeks, didn't it? You may have covered it already, but I want to check your thoughts about Money in the Bank. Drew winning and cashing in and failing. Cena saying he's retiring. Drew's music coming out late and making Damien not kick. Yeah, so I did a watch along to Money in the Bank to give you the long story short of it. Feel like there were other things they could have done with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Quite pers Quite personally, just think they could have just done something else. You've had Punk screw Drew over so many times anyway. As well as that, Cena saying he's retiring, very sad, but excited to see how the retirement tour goes. But yeah, that's my immediate thoughts. So, do you think WWE is using TNA for new talent? I mean, yeah, kind of. Oh, there's Oro Menza again. They did that so they could do the SummerSlam triple threat. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts on the botched kick out. Talking about outsiders now. All right, we're getting Trick. So not quite what I thought, but we got all night. Trick wants his rematch tonight.
Because I guess you could say that I fell into the NXT title.
Oh man, he fell into the title. Ha ha ha.
Listen, pal. You're not the guy around here anymore. This title on my shoulder, yeah, it proves that. So as far as your title rematch request goes, denied.
Oh, here comes Shawn Spears. I doubt they would do Drew and Punk so fast. Bad Blood, not Cobra, blah, blah. Yeah, the blow off, but I feel like they're going to do multiple matches out of this.
My view wasn't obstructed when I pulled Trick out of the ring. You would not be standing there in NXT champion. Okay, Sean. Thank you. But frankly, I would have won the match anyways. You're welcome. And you, Trick. You've been running your mouth about me for quite some time now. Who's the goofy ass now, huh? You lost the NXT championship without even getting pinned. That has gotta suck. And I tried to help you. I tried to offer my vision as to what would take place anyway. Listen, now you're up here crying for a rematch. Tricky. I can't let that happen. The way I see it, Trick Williams goes to the back.
Quick booking from your champ. Who would you have seen a face? Oh, well, here's Javon Evans. Quick booking from your champ. Who would you have seen a face at the Royal Rumble Chamber in Mania? I do still and Cena trying to get 17th title. My bad to ask this many questions during the NXT streams. I missed the past 2 streams. Oh, you're all good. Yeah, no, I mean I'd go for the 17th world title too, and I would have Cena win the 17th title at Mania. Have it be Big Gold that he wins on Raw, because there's the WWE title scene's already crowded, and Cena's never won this new title. Oh, here we go again. Okay, so no Hendry yet. Also, some good news for everybody. I am halfway done with recording Against All Odds now, which is really good because I've also got to record LAW tomorrow. I completely forgot about that until just now. So, hadn't even thought about the fact that I have not recorded LAW. Hell, I haven't even written LAW yet. But it's all right. I'll get it figured out. I'll get it done. One way or another, it will be done by. It will be done by Thursday for the premiere. Even if I'm finishing it up Thursday when I get off work. Oh man. What's my favorite wrestling product or show as of now? Me right now, the first time in a long time is Raw. Yeah, I definitely say Raw, and TNA Impact is a very close second. I do really enjoy TNA Impact. Oddly enough, it's like Raw, TNA, NXT, SmackDown. And it's like SmackDown has people I really like, right? Um, SmackDown has, they got LA Knight. They got my guy Cody. Like, Cody is very well known that I am a huge Cody fan. Like, I make it no secret that I'm a huge Cody fan. But it's also just like, at the same time, I also just don't really care about much that's going on SmackDown otherwise. Um, El Campeon Jacoby Flu, hello, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Crazy, but somehow after Roman left SmackDown, just got so normal. Love Cody, they gotta do more stuff on SmackDown. Well, yeah, it's like I think the other thing is just the mid card scene on SmackDown feels so dry right now because the belt is on a fucking influencer who, yes, is good in the ring, annoyingly good in the ring, but also has had 3 matches since winning the belt 9 months ago, and only 2 of those have been title defenses. That's how I feel, at least. All right, so I think tonight we're gonna keep working on. Do we see Hendry in the main event? Tonight, I think so. So I think tonight. I think tonight we finally could be getting further in to our modded universe for 2K19. I'm downloading a mega render pack right now for it. Oh, so I got more people telling me I look like Jack Black again today, outside of YouTube. So that's fun. I love Jack Black, I really do. I just think it's funny how often I keep getting told I look like him. Oh, the Dawn versus the King. Lexus King and Tony D tonight. That's going to be... It's going to be something. A lot of people are complaining about Braun losing to Sammy. Why do they switch up so fast? Shouldn't Sammy enjoy this while he can, where he drops and just goes back to being a non-champ? That's how much time. I didn't mind Sammy winning, My issue was how easily he won, if that makes any sense. I didn't like that it was just one haluva kick. Had Sammy had to do like the three that he did to beat Gunther, to beat Kevin Owens in the past, then it wouldn't have bothered me. But it was just the way that it happened that did bother me. You know? Because I do agree with you that it was fine that Braun didn't win. I'm just not a fan of the way that he didn't, if that makes any sense. Yeah, the Sammy triple kick, which Zach says should be a super finisher. I agree, should be. My roommate had a bad day, so I offered to get the milkshakes tonight for with our dinner. Oh, Ethan Page, Sean Spears against Trick Williams and Javon Evans tonight. Oh man. Also, the main thing I'm having to do right now is I have to download a giant render pack because now we're just to the point of having to put renders in for 2K19 for this big modded universe. Makes sense. Also, I think they don't want to book an undefeated streak for him and book themselves in the corner. Yeah. Love to see Carmen Petrovic pick up the win. I talked about this a little bit on today's episode of Universe. She is very much growing on me. Oh, speaking of people who've grown on me, Fallon Henley, hello. Fallon Henley very much has grown on me over the last however long. Oh, we got to sit down with Brooks Jensen. How'd you book John Cena's last year? 17 Mania versus who? What does he do after that? Who takes it off him or does he vacate it? Does he win it from Punk? I could see them doing Punk Cena on night one of WrestleMania for the belt. I think that somewhere in there we should have him win. He should win the Intercontinental title because he's never had that. I don't particularly want to see Randy and Cena at Mania, I'll admit. Punk really wants the main event, and I think 41 is the only time they would have to give him to it since he missed 40. Yeah, pretty much. Brooks says he's going to make an impact, huh? All right. Night 1, Cena Punk. Night 2, Cody Rock or Roman Rock. Um, hmm. I'm here for it, for a lot of it. I might be the only person not terribly interested in Cody Rock, but also I'm just not that interested in seeing The Rock back. What he did with the final boss stuff was good. It was. I just don't really care to see much more. Not interested in that too, but I feel his ego, he already missed out on the solo main event. He would want a match at the coming Mania. But they do Roman Rock for the Tribal Chief, WWE Champion. Gotta open the show. Yeah, pretty much. Title was the main event at 40. Yeah. Alright, get this pulled up over here. Oh man. So many characters that I need to import renders for 2K19. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot. Oh, everyone's already in the ring for the thing. I think they would do Cena Cody with the title mania, but then Cody would win logically pass the torch. Yeah, that would make sense. I would love to see Lexus King just fluke his way to a win here. He won't, but it would make me laugh. Do I use PC? I only have laptops, so I can't run WWE and do mods. Just use my PS4 limitation. Enjoy seeing your mods. Yeah, I use mods. I use mods. On P yeah, yeah, I use PC. Do you use PC? Do you use PC? Yeah, I use mods. Jesus Christ, I'm doing great today. But yeah, I use PC. I built the PC I'm using. Well, I my father-in-law helped me build the PC that I'm using now. Do we get colored lights tonight? Yeah, I think we do. I think we do. Which means I can probably turn the auto white balance back on. I like the purple lights that we use in here. I think it looks nice. It's aesthetically pleasing to me. Wouldn't be against Alexis King Fluke one either. I think it would be hilarious. I would like to build too. It's expensive in my country. We'll save. Yeah, it wasn't cheap here either. Other than WWE, what other games do I play in your spare time? I really enjoy Red Dead Redemption 2. What free time, unfortunately, is the real. Genuinely, unfortunately, what free time is the real answer to that? But also, the very little free time I have put a fair amount of time into Skyrim and continue to. My wife and I have been playing Pal World together as of late. We have 9.5 hours on a world together already. Um, I play a little bit of Hitman 3 sometimes. Skyrim I think is where I sink a lot of my time. I'm trying to get into Fallout at some point. And then usually if I'm playing games outside of wrestling games, I'm doing it over on my other channel, Xander Live. Um, and I'm right now, hopefully Thursday, maybe? Thursday is probably the soonest because I got to finish Against All Odds and I got to do LAW tomorrow. But hopefully Thursday I'll get to play more. Over there we're working on 100%ing Sonic Adventure DX. King Javier Dano says, "How LS11? How did you get NXT and TNA tag team in 2K24?" I feel like you ask me how I get things in 2K24 every stream, and my answer is always the same. I either install a mod on the PC or I go to the community creations and I search for people. And it's not rocket science. How do I spell the other channel? It's just Xander, like my name, and then live. If you want to see it, I'll here. Literally all you can, and another wrong thing. Another easy way to find it is just come over here and go to LS11 Universe here, and then right here, Xander Live. This is where I do a lot of my streams. This is where all my streams happen, so you can see I did Mortal Kombat 9, Sonic Adventure 2, Pal World, Sonic Adventure DX. There's old streams as well from Baldur's Gate Infinite Fusion. And then I've done a couple of videos over here, but videos are mainly going to be on, mainly are moving back to my other channels, Xander LS11. This is the original channel. This is where LAW airs as well. As you can see, I'm trying to air other stuff as well, like Train Sim and other stuff eventually as well. Yeah, I think Tony D's probably winning this one. Oh, the only downside here is that this is so bright. Might do the train game again. Eventually, yeah. I just kind of got to get around to it again. I'm going to. I do intend to, like fully intend to. That was not a one and done thing. I just gotta have time. Oh man. Um, but yeah, the goal is to hopefully get everything I need to done for get everything I need to done for Universe for the week tomorrow, which I'll probably be writing. Like at this point, I will probably be writing the oh god, what am I trying to say? I can do it. I'm smart. I can figure out words here. But I will probably be doing everything I need to for you. I'll probably be writing LAW tonight. There's the word I was looking for. There's what I was trying to say and just could not find the words. Doing great. Oh, there's JT Jason Titus in the chat. He says, "Oh, okay." Scared of where this is going. Nothing good ever comes from this. Now I see why they put the title on Even so early. Seems as if it is happening. Really miss how Adam would book. Murph's does booking videos now. No offense, his are very alright. I feel your stories are amazing. Would be open to do such content, booking videos. So I did booking videos at one point, actually. Um, for a while I did booking videos, actually. In fact, if you go back over to the channel, it's in the playlist section at this point. But you've got somewhere in here. Yeah, how Xander and Ray would book. And I started with the Rumble 2021. I did a bunch of episodes in 2021, and then I took a 3-year hiatus and did one for the Royal Rumble this year. They just, unfortunately, as you can kind of see here. Oh, Lexus King has scored a fall. But yeah, as you can see here, these just don't get the same views that the rest of the channel does. I would eventually, if we ever actually do something with this channel, like, we made this channel in April, Ray was like, let's start after season 6 starts with doing stuff here. This is where we're gonna do stuff like booking videos and stuff. And then we just haven't. Because like I wanted to get a jump start on it sooner rather than later. Ray didn't want to start on it yet, so we just didn't start on it yet. And now I just don't have the motivation to do it anymore. And like, yeah, no offense to Murphs whatsoever. I've never met the guy. I'd love to meet the guy at some point. I'd love to actually meet the guy and work together one day. I've reached out to him in the past when I was way smaller, so I don't blame him for not knowing who I was. But like, I'd love to work together on something one day. But like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of his fantasy booking. The videos are very well produced. I'm just not a huge fan of the stories that he tells. I just don't agree with the booking. is my main thing. Which again is nothing against him. We just have very different booking philosophies, and that's all. That's how it is. That's just wrestling. We might somehow see Alexis King win, right? I'm starting to feel like we might. If they do sign with WWE, they can work in TNA again. Oh, I will be shocked if Motor City signs with WWE. Well, apparently, according to Sean Ross Sapp, who I trust more than most sources, but according to Sean Ross Sapp, who I trust more than most sources, quite honestly, apparently they've had talks with WWE recently, and he never once heard that they were even close to signing AEW deals. Videos are well done, but the booking is very alright, very predictable, very normal. Adam videos made me hate WWE as the amount of potential the story gives. Here's the thing with Adam, right? And I feel like I can talk about this a little bit now. Adam is such an awkward person to talk about now, just due to everything surrounding him, which obviously I will not speak on that. Yeah, but I think it's a Tony D win. But I won't speak on any of that because it's not my place to speak on that, obviously. But with Adam, it's like the early stuff. It's like here's how I feel about Adam's booking nowadays, right? And this I realize how this makes me sound. Adam's booking was a lot better when I was younger because I hadn't learned how to book yet. A lot of his stuff feels either obvious or way too out there to me, at least. And you're allowed to like it. You are more than allowed to like it. You're never going to hear me say, oh, you can't like this person's booking and be smart. No, if you like it, you like it. That's all there is to it. Oh, the NXT parking lot strikes again. Brooks, what are you doing, man? Oh my god. Brooks is taking out Javon. Trick's going to need a different partner in the main event, isn't he? Javon's getting taken out of the main event, isn't he? Trick's going to need another partner, isn't he? But also, the other thing with Adam was just once Adam went to Parts Fun Known, and like, I've got a little bit of history with the Wrestle Talk guys. They probably, if you said my name to them now, they would probably not know who the fuck I am anymore. But 4 or 5 years ago, they knew who I was. Like, I considered them acquaintances at one point. Like, thought we were gonna work together at one point. And this is not meant to be, oh, Xander's airing dirty laundry about the Wrestle Talk guys. That's not how I do things. We all know this. And it just kind of what I thought was going to be like a working friendship with YouTube just ended up not really working out, which is fine. I'm not too upset about it. I'm a little hurt at how quickly I was kind of. It doesn't matter. But anyways, it doesn't really matter, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But anyways, before I air my dirty laundry or anything, once Adam came to Wrestle Talk, his fantasy booking went downhill. The What Culture stuff was really good, and I stand by that. Like, I love so much of his booking from the How Adam Would Book days of What Culture. There's a lot I didn't like. But it did very much feel like it was phoned in heavily with the Parts Fun Known fantasy booking. And that's just me. That's just my opinion. Take that with a grain of salt because I'm just a random guy on the internet. What are the Hell in a Cell matches you see at Bad Blood? My guess is Punk, Drew, Liv, Rhea. There should only be one Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. Because at that point, you might as well just bring the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view back. And that is not me saying they should bring the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view back. That is me saying, at that point, you may as well, because you just throw in the stipulation onto everything. And that's not what I think they should do at all. But yeah, no, it's like you got to do one or the other, and I would say it's one or the other. Rhea and Liv or Punk and Drew. One or the other, not both. Because at that point, if you're going to do multiple matches with the Hell in a Cell, then at that point you may as well just do the pay-per-view. And I don't want that. I don't think anyone wants the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Triple H booking it would be a five card pay per view. So yeah, one Hell in a Cell match only would be best. A lot of female fans on Twitter complain about women not getting the same pushes as the Jordans. I agree. I think it's an issue. I really do. I think the women should get more match importance than they're getting and more matches on the card than they're getting. Ooh, Duke and Oba next week. That'll be fun. I don't know about you. Mania 40 was amazing. I miss big pyro entrances, backstage segments where like Mania 30 with three Hall of Famers came to the ring. I know it saves time, but it feels like losing the grand feel without moments like this. Yeah, no, I agree. If you look at an LS11 WrestleMania, you know good and well that I enjoy that kind of stuff. Oh, there's these are the newer guys. These guys that are attacking Gallus. I don't remember their names right now. I recognize them. I just don't remember their names. Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe. Igwe. That's right. I just could not remember their names there for a minute. Keep it 100. Adam's booking of the Wyatt family was awful. Oh my god, yeah, that was like one of his worst bookings he'd ever done. It was rough. That one was rough. Malachi Black one was cool for me. How about you guys? It has been so long since I listened to it that I honestly couldn't tell you anymore. Like, legit has just been too long for me to actually remember. Javon Evans will not be in the main event tonight. It's gonna happen, folks. If WrestleMania was the old format from season 1 to 3, what would have main evented this year? Punk and Dom. Zach, the easiest answer to that is the night 2 main event. Every year, the night 2 main event. That's your answer to any one of those questions like that. Thoughts on WCW? Had a lot of good moments. I don't really know what else you want from me on that one, quite honestly. Just finished Who Killed WCW. I don't really have any interest in Who Killed WCW. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, the pop. Trick says maybe I need to look for a tag partner as he walks away. What do we see on the little screen? It's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna fucking happen. I am so ready. I will be seated. I will be ready. I am so fucking ready. A lot of people are complaining about Triple H giving long title reigns and making it predictable and also talking very long stories. I enjoy it. How about you? I feel the titles feel more prestigious. I feel like there's a place for kind of flipping titles around fairly quickly. And I think Triple H has found the decent balance in that personally. I think it's been good. I've enjoyed it. I think there are some things that Trips does that maybe take a little too long, you know. But at the same time, I do agree that things are moving just fine for me in most cases.
Justin Jones and Drew.
Should Cody have won at 39 or another year of adversity? I think in hindsight, 40 was the right place to do it. In hindsight, I think it was fine. Thoughts on Cody's title reign? I feel it's hard to book Cody as champion. He's just gonna keep winning, hence stalling with the team matches is good to not make it feel the same, everyone. I think his reign's been fine. I hate to say this, but if Triple H didn't take over, Gunther would either be a jobber or on the Indies. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty well documented that the old man was quote unquote giving up. All right, Wesley is talking. It was a huge missed opportunity. I agree. I'm late, but I did see on Twitter they teased a Joe injury appearance tonight. They sure did, Josh. They sure did. And WWE just tweeted at the clip, captioned, all caps, does Trick believe? I'm very excited as well. Wait. The MSK music's playing. The Rascals! Holy shit! There they are! It's the Rascals! This is amazing. It's finally the reunion we've been waiting for. Oh yeah, Charlie faces Wentz on Thursday, that's right. Hell yeah! Love to see it. Also, love to see it because it means we might get fucking Rascals mods finally for 2K, which would be awesome. Uh, man, I'm excited. Oh man. We will be attempting to do a TNA watch along this weekend or this Thursday, just so everyone knows. I really can't confirm if it's gonna happen or not because just genuinely I can't confirm anything just because I'm gonna be potentially very busy on Thursday, especially with the fact that I'm gonna be out of the house Friday night, so there's not a SmackDown watch along this week. Originally, the plan was I was going to be going back to my hometown Friday night, getting everything that came in the mail while I was away, and getting my car fixed on Saturday, and then coming home on Saturday evening. Well, it turns out that the place I was taking my car to get it fixed is actually closed this weekend, so that's not going to happen, which is a little annoying. But I also just need to have everything I can done before I have to drive 2.5 hours on Saturday. Although it may just genuinely be as simple as I leave after work on Friday at 4:30 because I got to work at 4:30 on Fridays. Go see my grandparents, have dinner with them, get my mail, go to bed, come back Saturday early in the morning. So earlier today on LS11 NXT, for those that haven't seen yet, it was announced that next week is going to be a special premiering episode of LS11 NXT, a 30-man gauntlet to determine who will be Jimmy Uso's challenger at the NXT Great American Bash. And William Regal also teased that there might be people in it that teased that anyone can show up in that matchup. So the question is here from me to all of you: do we have any bold predictions for who might be showing up next week on NXT Universe? I'm gonna mute my desktop so you guys don't have to keep hearing that noise. Really interested to see if you all have got any ideas of who might be showing up next Tuesday in that gauntlet. 30 men, that's a lot of guys that it could be in there. Zach says Joe Hendry. So prestigious. My back. Oh, there's Tatum Paxley. All I can say is you will be surprised to see who all is in there. There are some names in there that you wouldn't have thought. Well, pretty sure for the first time since 1995, PCO has a match in WWE Universe. Zach's out here predicting the return of Pierre Carl Oulet. What a wild prediction that is. I admire the boldness, though, is all I will say. Oh, man. I really like the big platform that they have in the NXT arena that people just kind of spawn in on sometimes.
Because come next week, yeah. See, destroyed and move on. We've heard it all before, Ivor. Stay on track. Here's the thing. This is something you should do. Don't underestimate the man you're in there with next week. The man. The man.
Josh Alexander, that's another interesting prediction.
And yet the man that has the attention of what WWE's Hall of Fame success. The man. It's on the rover in Toronto. The man. That's all the MVP of Texas University. The one. The other.
Hell yeah, Duke. Here we go.
Oh, bless it. We don't want you yet. It's only exceptional to see that especially that falling star. Oh, don't see his name.
The phone is Scott. Oh, don't say his name. I think you know what happens when you do utter those three words together, though, Gallus boys. The teases tonight are killing me, man. I am going to lose my shit when the music hits in the main event. I am so excited. Also, I like how very quickly Trey Maggette. I'm gonna go through all their names first. How quickly Wesley explained that it's MSK if it's him and Zachary Wentz, and when it's all three of them, it's the Rascals. I thought that was very, very funny. Zach says he's got another wild card pick. Okay. Who'd have thought that importing renders was going to be one of the things that took the longest in all of this? Jimmy might bring in the Samoan Dynasty, thinking of one of them win in Jimmy's mind. They'll do the right thing and lay down for him. Well, time. You might be more right than you know, Zach. You might not, though. That's all I will say there. You might be more right than you know. You might be dead wrong. You'll know next week, though. So are they just going right back to Briggs and Jensen as a team? What did Stone just say? Hold on. I can't believe you would say his name. They are just laying it in thick with the say his name things tonight. Also, man, Bad Blood is going to be in Atlanta in October. That is going to be like 2 weeks after I get back from my from my 1 year anniversary with my wife. So I do not think I could pull off paying for that. Yeah, as much as I would love to go to Bad Blood, I don't think I could afford it. Which is fine. I don't need to go. It would be fun to go. But at least if I don't go, I can sit here and watch it with all of you. Oh man. That's why I got surprised with my tickets to Fanatics was. Well, that's exciting. Also, it's OTM versus Gallows and Anderson right now. For anyone who's wondering, I just really have nothing to say about either of these teams. Just really don't know what anyone would want me to talk about here with these two teams. I like Gallows and Anderson. I think it's meet Drew, Cody, and someone else. Well, that's cool. I hope you have fun. Oh, it's Mia Yim. I didn't recognize her for a split second, I will admit. Tickets are all the WWE section. Well, that's cool. How's that it? OTM with the dub. All right. Good for them. I'm just sitting here, like, out of the corner of my eye, staring at that little screen behind the interviewer. Yeah, Solrica and Fallon Henley are having a match tonight, right? Two of my personal favorites in NXT right now. Oh, man. All right, I think I'm done with 2K19 stuff for the night. I can only sit there and stare at the same thing so much tonight. According to Corey Brennan of Fightful.com, when I asked over the weekend about how WWE would present Joe Hendry, one NXT source said they would embrace the meme. You could say they've done that tonight. Any announcement, like early TNA announcement for tonight? Just what to expect. Oh god, I recorded it last night, and I legitimately am trying so hard to remember what even is on the show. Joe Hendry and Moose is the main event. Um, Jordan Grace faces a surprise opponent that I can't tell you who that is right now. The Decay has a match against Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans. And the fourth match on the show is also a thing that happens. I can't tell you what it is right now because I can't remember. quite simply. So they just killed off Damon Kemp. Oh my god, they're gonna run this girl over. Oh no. God, Fallon Henley's heel attire is so good. Bia, aka the modder, your favorite trash. That's just her username. Released that attire for Fallon Henley today. I'm very excited to download it. I'm a big fan of both of these women. Does it feel good to not have to do SmackDown so you can put more energy into TNA? I mean, I wouldn't even say I'm really putting more energy into TNA or anything. It's just more like my mind is a little more clear because I'm not having to do as much. And I get to focus on other stuff that I really want to do with my life, like play other games. Quite simply, I just live my life wanting to play other games. And I feel like that's not asking much. Oh man, look at this. Look at Wesley in the Rascals jersey. Look at that. I can neither confirm nor deny if there's anything involving those three together happening anytime soon in LS11. Because I know people are going to ask when I'm going to do that. I can neither confirm nor deny if that is in the works, has been in the works, or ever was in the works. God, I get really animated over the weirdest things. It's a shame Bate is injured. He and Dunn could have been next for the tag titles. Yeah, possibly. But yeah, no, I cannot confirm anything involving the Rascals right now. I was recently watching what I think was Bates' breakout match against Cody, and after that match, Bates became a star in the universe. Yeah, yeah, that was a big match for him, where he had the match at No Mercy. No Mercy, right? It's either No Mercy or Vengeance, whatever it was. I think it was Vengeance. No, it was No Mercy. It was No Mercy. Because Bray returns in the main event of that show. And a DQ finish. Oh, my back. The Soul Snatcher is so ridiculously impressive. That Bates breakout was his name, was Drew. I mean, the match with Cody is kind of where people knew to start paying attention to him. But the match with Drew was like the big thing. It's time. Elzlin, are you surprised that Moose didn't show up after that North American title match to confront Obafemi Heatwave? No, I'm not surprised at all. Why would riddle me this, Batman? Why would the world champion of TNA show up to confront the mid card champion of NXT? I know Moose and Oba have both been campaigning to get the match against one another, but the match ain't happening until one of them loses their title, which could be Moose next week. Because I truly think that Moose might drop the belt to Joe Hendry next week. I think since people already forgot that Keith Lee held the North American and the NXT title at the same time, they're going to rewrite history and have Oba be the first to do it. They're not going to have Oba be the first to do it, but I think it'll happen. I do think Oba's going to win both at the same time. Or they're saving Joe's win for Bound for Glory, the biggest show of the year, Joe versus Moose one-on-one. Yeah, it's one or the other. But I think you could just strike while the iron's hot here and now in the six-way elimination match. Hey, Brandon. Hey! Cedric Alexander's here. I love his hair. It looked great. Oh, Ashanti Adonis. Cedric and Ashanti both show up in in NXT. I guess that should probably be Shawn Michaels in the picture this time. Duke and Oba's gonna cook next week. I'm excited for that one. Gallus versus Rascal next week. Hell yeah. Next week is gonna cook on NXT. Chef Michaels is in the kitchen. Oh Jesus! Ethan Page, NXT champion, getting a only like a third of his entrance televised. Ugh. Don't know how I feel about that. All right, lights coming up because it's time. Oh, Sean Spears didn't even get an entrance. It's almost time. The moment we've been waiting for is upon us. Did Trick Williams find a partner? I bet you he did. Here we go. I okay, Heat 3, that doesn't really matter to me if I'm honest with you. Good for her. All right. It's time. He's here. Yes. There he is. That's my guy. Wave your hands from side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Oh my god, I'm kind of tearing up a little. I'm so fucking happy to see him. I'm just so proud of this guy, man. He's getting a holy shit chant. Oh my goodness. We said his name and he appeared. Oh, it feels good. Oh, it feels good. Here we go. I'm gonna take a victory lap for this for weeks. Oh my goodness, this. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real, but it feels so damn right. Bradley says, hey, at least he actually had a first match. There's 10 seconds of him in the match. You know what? It worked, Brantley. Think about it. No, seriously, think about it, okay? Think about it. Him being in that battle royal for 10 seconds made us want to see him in NXT more. It made us want to see what he could actually do in NXT even more. Think about it. I'm, I'm not wrong. Because now He's back with a chip on his shoulder. Ethan Page getting wiped out distracted him in that battle royal and allowed him to be eliminated that quickly. And now he's main eventing NXT. God, it feels good. It feels good to be a Joe Hendry supporter. It feels good to believe, folks. It feels good to believe. Oh, I know I have a point. Book universe. I know what I took Joe Hendry from a guy nobody knew about and made him TNA World Champion before the memes popped off. Just not saying that he wouldn't do it on his own, but Oh, I'm just so happy to see him, man. I am just so happy to see him. 252 pounds of pure motivation. God, I love Joe Hendry. It's just great to see him. I love that he even got it to TNA name bar. I thought that was really nice. I've said it before. I'll say it again. That's my guy. That's been my guy for 8 years. And I will just be taking this victory lap for a while. I'm so happy to see it. Let him dethrone Moose TNA. I agree. I agree. What was the first Joe Hendry match I saw? Joe Hendry versus Big Damo in the main event of the first ever WCPW Loaded. 2016, July 7th, I believe, something like that. June 15th, aired on June 26th. That was when I first saw Joe Hendry. That is where my sign that said I've waited 2,386, I think it was, days to see Joe Hendry. That's where that sign was referencing.
He's got the will, show that he's got some determination because he wants a tag in Triple M who wants to show out in this matchup. You know, his hand on the cage, but a deep submission right now. All paid to the center line.
Did I like his heel work? Oh yeah, I thought the prestigious one was great. And Trick's got the hot tag. Oh man, I am just so happy right now, man.
Trying to make it 2 in a row. Against Trick. Here on NXT. With the team back control and expansion of the team in Iowa. Well, Jared first put those down. Go back to Sunday. Kept talking about the emotion of the match. Kept talking about the emotion of the
My favorite Hendry matches with him, Connors, and Drew in the Triple Threat Steel Cage. Oh yeah, that match was great. The finish to it was pretty great as well. I mean, I'll always love his match with Angle. They're setting up a Hendry hot tag, aren't they? I assume Hendry probably pins Spears. God, in this matchup, you've got Trick, who's a homegrown NXT guy. You've got Shawn Spears and Ethan Page, who 8 months ago were both in AEW. And you've got Joe Hendry, who is currently in TNA. Ethan Page was in AEW 3 months ago. And now he's the NXT champion. Come on, Trick. Go make that tag. Get the boy in there. Oh, and Oro! Bye, Ethan. Hendry with the distraction. Love it. Make the tag, Trick. Get him, Joe! Beat his ass! Get him, Hendry! Oh, into... Freak of nature. Hit the kip up. They believe. Hits the turnaround. Oh, trick shot. And standing ovation. Oh my goodness. That feels damn good. Side to side and say... Wave your hands from side to side and say... Come on, Trick. Wave your arms from side to side. Wave your hands from side to side and say, Trick, you believe in Joe Hendry, Trick. Oh, Trick's starting to do it. That was fantastic. What a main event. Oh my goodness. That was great. I loved everything about that. Incredible episode of NXT overall. Like, even without Joe, that was such a great episode. I had so much fun with that. Like, that was a lot of fun. And, like, thank you guys for sticking around with me for that as well. I had a great time. I hope you all did too. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to share tonight. No announcements or anything. I'm just going to go get some more stuff done video-wise and everything. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I will see you guys Thursday for a TNA watch-along. Uh, awesome stuff tonight. That was a fantastic episode of NXT. And just, man, I talk about it all the time. Joe Hendry has such a special place in my heart as a wrestler. For so many reasons. And it just means so much to me to see him getting this big spotlight. So thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. I will see you all on Thursday for the TNA watch along, and hopefully, I'll even see you on Thursday for more Sonic Adventure over on Xander Live. I'm hoping. Stay tuned. I'll make announcements one way or the other. I would like to get that ready to go. I'd like to be able to go back to that because that was a lot of fun on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Saturday. That was a lot of fun on Saturday before Money in the Bank. So if I can get LAW and Against All Odds done tomorrow, then I will play some Sonic for you guys on Thursday. And then, of course, no stream Friday because I'll be driving. But yeah, I'll